Well, that's gone straight up in the air. Will won't drop. There's no way in the world. He's dropped it. I can't believe it. What is going on?
Hello everyone. I will discuss one wonderful poem, Missed, which is written by the poet P.G. Wodehouse, who was earlier a cricket player. He describes how he got distracted by the beauty of the nature, the surrounding, the magic of the summer and other things, resulting the bungling of the easiest catch of his life, which made his life void of pleasure and laughter thereafter. Let's start the poem. The sun in the heavens was beaming. The breeze bore an odor of hay. My flannels were spotless and gleaming. My heart was unclouded and gay. The ladies, all gaily apparelled, sat round looking on the match. In the treetops the dicky birds carolled. All was peace till I bungled that catch. Let's come to the meaning of the difficult words. Odor means smell. Hay means dry grass of wheat, rice, etc. Flannels means the dress worn by the cricketers. Gay means happy. Apparelled means dressed. Carolled means sang cheerfully. Bungle means mess up. Ruin, mismanage. Unclouded means not worried. Gleaming means shining or reflecting. Let's come to the description of this stanza. So in this stanza, the poet explains the setting of the poem, but soon the setting is ruined by the poet when he bungled that easiest catch. This stanza describes the general atmosphere. It was pleasant sunny day with gentle breeze blowing. The breeze filled the gallery with the smell of hay. It was a harvest season and the stadium was located near an area of cultivation. The poet was a cricketer and he was playing cricket in a perfect flannel outfit. He had the least worries about the match being played. He was in a perfectly happy mood also. He was completely tension-free. There were many well-dressed ladies sat in the gallery watching the match progressing. And even the birds in the trees seemed to be singing happily and cheerfully. It would have been a perfect day, but something went wrong. The player missed an easiest catch which he had never thought of. Let's come to the next stanza. My attention, the magic of summer, had lured from the game which was wrong. The bee, that inveterate hummer, was droning its favorite song. I was tenderly dreaming of Clara, on her not a girl is a patch, when a horror there soared through the air, a decidedly possible catch. Come to the hard words here. Lure means divert, inveterate means persistent, droning means buzz, tenderly means lovingly, patch means match, soar means proceed, decidedly means definitely, accurate. So in this stanza, the poet tells about the things which distracted him. The magic of summer. The poet's attention was lured by the magical presence of the summer that warmed him. Besides, he was disturbed by a bee that hummed around the pitch and was droning its favorite song. The player's mind was full of the memories of Clara, the worthiest girl he had ever known, and was dreaming of Clara. The poet had a high esteem for Clara. He believes that Clara was the most beautiful girl. He was distracted by the magic of the beautiful day, and he admits that it was wrong of him to be so. But then, to his horror, a ball was hit high and was coming towards him, and it was possible for a perfect catch. Let's move to the next stanza. I heard in a stopper the bowler emits a self-satisfied ah. The small boys who sat on the roller set up an expectant hurrah. The batsman, with grief from the wicket himself, had begun to detach, and I uttered a groan and I turned sick. It was over. I had buttered the catch. So self-satisfied means feeling extremely satisfied. Stopper means unable to think, daze. Emit means utter, shout. Butter means missed or slipped. Groan means depressed. So in this stanza, he tells what happened before he bungled the catch. He was in a different mood. He was in a shock, and he heard the self-satisfied reaction of the bowler expecting a catch. It was very easy catch that the small boys among the audience who were sitting in the roller started cheering by saying hurrah, and he saw the disappointed batsman himself started walking away from the wicket. But it was over. He buttered the catch. But the poet uttered a shocked cry as he had missed the perfect catch. What happened was a missed catch. The batsman's disappointment and the bowler's excitement found contrary climaxes. Bowler's excitement gave way to disappointment, that the batsman's bitterness changed to excitement. Next, move to the next stanza. Oh, never! If I live to a million, shall I feel such a terrible pang? From the seats on the far-off pavilion, a loud yell of ecstasy rang. By the handful my hair, which is auburn, I tore with a wrench from my thatch, and my heart was seared deep with a raw burn at the thought that I had fooled that catch. Pang means pain. Pavilion means a building at a sports ground used for changing and taking refreshment. Ecstasy means intense joy. Auburn means reddish brown hair. Wrench means pull out or twist. Seared means burn. Thatch means scalp. Fools means bungle, mess or miss. So in this stanza, he feels that even he lived for a million years, he would not feel the terrible pain he felt then. That means he cannot forget the pain ever throughout his life if he lived for a million of years also. He heard the ecstatic shout of his opponent team, who were from the far-off pavilion, and tore his auburn red hair as he pulled a handful of it from his scalp or thatch. He felt a burning pain in his heart as he missed up the catch. Let's move to the next paragraph. This is the last paragraph. Ah, the bowler's low, querulous mutter, points loud, unforgettable scoff. Oh, give me my driver and putter, henceforward my game shall be golf. If I am asked to play cricket hereafter, I am wholly determined to scratch life's void of all pleasure and laughter. I bungled the easiest catch. Querulous means complaining, scoff means jeer, ridicule, mock. driver golf club item, footer also golf club item. Henceforward means hereafter, scratch means reject, void means without. Here in this last stanza, the poet is sharing his experience after losing an easiest catch which he never imagined of. The irritated bowler muttered some jeering or rude comments in loud voice for the poet which he can never forget throughout his life. At that time, the poet decided to leave playing cricket altogether, and he said that he will start playing golf. So the next game he will be playing will be golf. After that, the poet is saying that if I am asked to play cricket hereafter, he is determined that he will stay away from it. Here he is saying, I am wholly determined to scratch. He felt that all the laughter and pleasure departed from his life because he had bungled an easiest catch. The poem, the poet wanted to convey that he learned early in sports that to be effective for a player to play the best he or she can play is a matter of concentration and being unaware of distractions. Happiness can only be found if you can free yourself of all other distractions that may be positive or negative. Thank you for watching.